Bowl 58. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Down throw for Prescott. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest,
41-yard line.
And let's face it, it's the Super Bowl. Those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
First down, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 21.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Levante David.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. For a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
After the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder, how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl? Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. They'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage on the way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
It's fourth down.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. On play action, Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
On down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jones. 81 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker.
And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's the option. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll throw again. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At their 48-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Mahomes' pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground with Jones. And And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Butker's kick here is good. And a lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a dump off here complete, and they get him